a lot of, I think it's only Vicky and Adulai that is not here on Wednesday. I'm right. I hope you guys are able to catch up with the recordings. Vicky, are you able to catch up with the recordings?
No, not yet. I saw the link. I'll catch up as soon as possible. I'm sorry. Where is the? I forgot. It escaped my mind when I came back from work. I didn't remember.
Okay.
Because I've not been feeling so well, so that's it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Titi Lakwe, your hand is up.
Yes. I was able to catch up, but then I'm kind of stuck.
At where?
Okay. So when we did from GitHub to ADLS, right? When we got to the ADLS dataset, there was a parameter we used to bring in all the table. We didn't do it I said table, no, the dataset one by one. Yeah. We didn't do it one by one. But for this one, when I watched the video, you mentioned the same thing, that we can go back to that. Like, instead of us picking, we have, I think, 3 tables. Instead of us picking the tables one by one. So it didn't work. It is not showing the relative URL or something.
No. I think you are getting it wrong. When I said you should use the same method, does not mean that you go and use HTTP now. You can't use HTTP.
No. Okay. No. I did not use HTTP. I mean, there is no way I could bring in all the tables at the same time.
It's possible now. I thought
I did not see. That's why I said I'm stuck. I did not see. Probably I'm doing something.
Actually, I did not want to skip that part, but I was just expecting that maybe you guys will do magic. I actually want to bring in the data, bring all the data at the same time. But I just feel like maybe, just to give you guys a challenge to face, you understand, just to challenge yourself to see how you can, bring all the tables at once.
Okay, maybe that was why because I actually tried to, let me just bring in one table, one by, let me bring the table one by one instead of everything. So when I got to
able to bring the table one after the other, you're able to ingest the data.
That's not saying that. Maybe that is why I ran into an error, because when I tried to debug, it was telling me, it was showing an error, no value provided for parameter. So yes.
Oh, I think I get what you're saying now. So what happened is that what you are intending to do is to bring in one value, but you are not putting in parameter, right? Is that what you are doing?
No, I did not even put any parameter. Maybe when you are done, I can share my screen.
Yeah, after today's section, probably we can look at or probably troubleshoot your issue. Raman, I think Raman said he did it. Raman, are you able to ingest data at once, or you also bring in the data one after the other? Raman, are you on the call? I think Raman is on the call. Yeah, just to be sure.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you able to ingest the data at once, or you also bring it in one after the other?
No, I was only able to ingest one table. I only did for one table. I was not able to try the rest.
You guys are following my hand, actually. You guys are following my hand. Actually, I was thinking that you guys who, since I've shown you how to ingest, bringing in multiple tables at once, I was expecting you guys to also use that same method to bring in all the tables. So far that you're able to do one, you should just, if you go back to the GitHub, when we're ingesting with GitHub, creating parameter, it's also almost the similar step, but it's fine, no problem. I get it. I wish we don't have issues installing the integration runtime on Wednesday. I will have shown you how to bring in all the tables at once instead of one after the other, because it doesn't make sense. Imagine you have 100 tables, or you have 10 tables you want to ingest. We now be using multiple copy data activities. It doesn't make sense. So it's better for you to just, it's better for us to just bring in the data at once, copy the data at once. So, but it's fine. Probably we'll look at it, how to bring in all the data at once later. So let's move on so that we don't waste much of our time, and we'll be able to catch up what we want to achieve today. Okay, so today, so what we'll do is that we'll work with the data that we have. Rahman, I think I will just allow you to share your screen since you are able to ingest at least one of the data already. So today's goal is to create a database, on Azure, right? So once you create a database, I believe everybody know how to use SQL already. So we'll just clean the data with SQL. Then once we clean the data, we can now ingest the data into Power BI. So that's the goals for today. To create a database on Azure, move the data from your data lake, because I told you the last time that you can't do anything on your data lake. Data lake is just like your storage account. It's just where you are dumping data. You can't do anything there. So you need to move it to where you can clean your data, where the data will make sense to your stakeholders or your end users. So that's what we are going to be doing today. Ingest data into your Azure SQL database, then clean the data using some SQL script. Then I'll also show you how to connect to Power BI as well from your Azure SQL database directly. Okay, Raman, you can go ahead and share your screen. Yeah. Or is there any other person that is up to date that want to volunteer to share screen? Adele, are you up to date now? Are you able to fix the issues you're having with your SQL server?
Yes, I was able to. I followed the way you said. I uninstalled all my SQL and I installed the new one. So
and it's video up to. And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it worked.
Great.
Thank
you. That's
fine. Thank you.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. So Raman, I'm with you. So can you share your screen?
Yeah, give me a minute, please.
Okay. So please, if anybody has a question while Raman is trying to share screen, please, you can go ahead. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay, Raman, you can proceed.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's disabled. Yes. So go to your ADLS, your data lake. Go to your data lake. Let me see your data lake. Okay. So no, go to your data lake. Let me see what you have in your lake. Let me see what you have in your lake.
It's coming up.
Okay, fine. I hope your network is strong today, Shao.
Seems so. So it's okay.
Your network is slow. Your network is still slow. Okay.
Like the vision can you cancel. I can download.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you can see now, see the way you did your transaction. I expected that the transaction is supposed to be inside the bronze, not outside of it, inside the directory. Raman.
Yeah, I can actually. I think I can fix that now.
How do you want to fix it?
I can run the pipeline once more. I mean, then I would input the. Let me see. Let me check.
No, don't worry. Let's not. I don't want us to stress ourselves too much today, like so that we don't mix what we want to achieve. So what you will do, what you will do for me, just go to the bronze. Let me see what you have inside the bronze. Open the okay. So for every other person, so I don't want us to be distracted, right? So for every other person, make sure that you put all the data, whether you are ingesting it from any other source, make sure that everything is inside the same folder. Make sure that everything is inside the same folder. The reason why I said that is because now, if you create a database now, right, it will be difficult for us to move everything at once. It will be difficult for us to move everything at once. So now we won't be able to move the transaction. So I don't want us to be going front and back. So Raman, after today's section, just go over your pipeline, make sure that it is inside this bronze you ingest the data into. So let's just proceed. I just want to see what you have here. So let's proceed. Let's proceed with what we have here now. Okay, so search for SQL Server. Search for SQL Server. Yeah, so that first one. Yeah. So we want to create Azure SQL Database and Server. So click on Create. So this one is just a replicate of your SSMS, the SSMS that you have on your system. So the replicate of it on the cloud is what we want to do now. The first thing that you do is to download your server or install your server. You set it up and all, right? Okay, so that's exactly the same thing we want to do now. So resource groups, okay, it's fine. Server name. So give your server a name. Just call it SafeSure Server. Okay. Location. The location that you have been using before, South African or whichever region you are using. Okay, scroll down. Use both SQL and Microsoft authentication, extra authentication. Okay, scroll down. So server admin login. You have put your server admin login. Okay, put your username, just Raman or anything. Okay, password. Put your password. I think they generated the password for you, but I would prefer you use your own password so that you remember. Or if you want to copy the same password that they put here, just copy it and save it somewhere so that it will be easier for you to remember. Because we are going to be needing the password later on. Adela, your hand is up. Please go on.
Yes, please. How did you get here? I didn't follow. Please, how did you get this great SQL?
Yeah, just on the search bar at the top here, you just search for SQL Server. Just search for SQL Server.
Okay.
You'll see the So okay, scroll up, Raman. Go to networking. Allow Azure service and resources to access the server. Click on yes. Like, you can put it down your hand if you are not, if I've answered your question. Thank you. Which password are you using now? Okay. Anyway, shall make sure you remember your password. Go to security. Okay, there's nothing else. Just click on review and create. The basic is having issue. Value must not be empty. Set admin. Okay, click on that set admin. Click on that set admin. Okay, it's because you pick both extra hands and authentication. So go to click on that your Abdurrahman. Check that one. User, yeah. Select, come down, select on your left, yeah. So you can either log in with your extra ID, like your email address, or you use the SQL authentication. So review and create now. Create. Okay, so the deployment is going on. Actually, it's deploying already. So let's just give it like some minutes for it to deploy. So this is just like when you are installing, like I said, when you are installing your SQL Server on your on-prem, right? So this is just like say you are installing it or you are deploying. So the same process, you also do it here as well. So after creating the server, so the server is deployed now. So after creating the server, now let's create the database. So search for database, Azure SQL Database at the top. So search for database. So search for okay, type database. Hold on, no. You know what? Search for Azure SQL. Search for Azure SQL.
No, you do. If you search SQL data, is there. If you just do SQL, you see the database is there.
Okay. Yeah, Azure SQL Database. Yeah, the first one. Because there are a lot of them, sure. There are a lot of them there. So, yeah, the first one. Okay, so click on create. Okay. Scroll down, Raman. Okay, so subscription one, database name. So give it SafeShot DB. Just call it SafeShot DB. Now, if you see something, look at this place now. Look at this place, server. You see that the server that you created the earlier time has been automatically enabled here for you. So if you have another server, right, it is that server that you pick here. Do you understand? If you have another server, that's the server that you come and pick here. It's because you only have one server here. That's why it is automatically selected for you. Do you get? I hope everybody understand that too. So server is the first thing that you first deploy. You know, server is just like the engine. The database is now where you want to be running your scripts, right? Just like the way you will install SQL Server and you also install SSMS. They are two different things. SSMS is where you start creating your script and all, right? The same thing with SQL database as well. So want to use Elasticsearch? No. Workload environment development, scroll down. Choose locally redundant. We don't need, if you go and deploy in Geo, before you know it, if you wake up tomorrow, you can see that your money has gone. Maybe what they will charge you like is $5 before. If you go and do Geo tomorrow, you can be seeing like $20, because what it means is that you are deploying this database in multiple geographical area. And what it means is that, because if you do it in locally redundant area, it means that you are just deploying, just like say, I explained data center to us some other time, that just like say you have your database in Nigeria, and if there's a network issue in Nigeria, or maybe there's anything happen in that region or that environment, it means that you will not be able to access your database. But if you do it in geographical zone, it means that if you deploy the same database, let's say in South Africa, or maybe in Johannesburg or in Ghana, it means that you can still access that database. So that is what it means to deploy in geographical. And it is more expensive when you deploy in geographical than when you are deploying locally. I hope you understand that. So scroll up. Go to networking. Let me see. Networking, allow Azure service, add current. Yes, click on yes for this one. Add current client IP address. Yes. So because if you do not add this client IP address, by the time you want to execute your database, it will not work. So you have to enable this. Scroll up again. Let me see if there's any other thing we need to set up there. Scroll up. Scroll up, go up. Go to security, let me see. Not now. Okay. Scroll down, let me see. You can also see the price that they are going to charge you per month. And yeah, you can see, I think the price is also shown to you here as well. I think 0.15 in US dollar. So per month, you should not, so this is what I'm saying. In a month, you should not even spend up to more than $6.41 in a month, because what we're even doing is not that heavy. We are just previewing, we are not really doing much analysis or anything, right? So you should not spend much more than this in a month. So if you are seeing any ridiculous price, please go and check what you did. Okay, so let's click on review and create. Review and create. Additional, so these ones, they are not really, nothing much there for now. But when you are dealing with production environment, you might consider them anyway. So create. Vicky, your hand is up. Please go on.
Okay, so I want to ask, after this free trial of, we've done the SQL database, $6.41. So after the free credit, will they keep charging the money?
So after the free credit, so what you do is that if you want to continue learning, right? You want to continue learning. So you upgrade your account. Rahman account is currently using pay as you go. Rahman, overall, since we have started this training, how much have you spent? Like, what's the estimate as at now? As at maybe the last time
$0.93, less than $1.
Less than $1 as at the time we started. So we have not even done
my own is just my own is still at 190, 194.
$194. That's like $6. Okay, so yeah, so far I don't think we have spent up to $10 since we started. So we are not even doing anything. We have not done anything that will make your cost to be high at all, unless you made a mistake when you create your trigger. I think Maria did that, So probably that's the only reason why. Even the $6 said that he has, I'm very sure that maybe he did off his trigger on time. What is it? Maria, you're saying something? Okay. So Vicky, so once your free trial, I think my network is fluctuating. Barely hear what you're saying. So Vicky, once you are done with your free trial, you upgrade to your to pay as you go. So you have to connect your card, your card, maybe your credit card, or I don't know what you use there. So just connect it. So but make sure that you are monitoring your Azure, whatever you are creating, make sure you are monitoring it. You can set an alert that once your costs have reached, like, let's say 50% of your budget, it should alert you. And always check your email as well, so that they might have sent you an email and you did not check it, and before you know it, your money has been exhausted. At the end of the month, they are not going to remove your money, right? It is at the end of the month, at the end of your so let's say that you upgrade to pay as you go today. Today is 22. Next month on the 22, that is when they are going to charge you. And I think before they charge you, they are going to send you an invoice. They're going to send you an invoice to check how much they are going to charge you. So once they send you an invoice, they are going to deduct the money from your card directly. Do you understand? They're going to deduct the money that if you remove your card, that you don't want them to deduct you, what they're going to do is that they're going to deactivate your account. You won't be able to. I didn't mean your credit card. I mean your Azure account. I mean your Azure account, not your credit card. They're going to deactivate your Azure account. Everything that you have done, right? Everything you have done, you will not be able to use it until you pay that money. Do you understand? Until you pay that money. And if I think there is a different categories of your account. So there is different status: active, disabled, and I think some other kind of status that they have. So, but if you are very careful, right? If you are very careful, you shouldn't spend up to $20 in a month to do all this our learning process. And I think the part that is most likely going to I think I've mentioned it, is Databricks or Synapse. Those are the parts that you have to spend more money there. But all this one that we are still doing is just looking at things here. So we are just exploring things here anyway. Okay, so we have created the Vicky, I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
All right, okay. We have created the database and the server. So let's go click on home. So let's quickly explore something. Let's check something. So go to home. So let's quickly look at it. Let's see what we created. Okay, so go to your SafeShore resource group. Go to your SafeShore resource group. Yeah. Okay, so you can see the database and the server that we created, right? The database and the server that we created now. So if you want to now execute, like you want to start doing some query, clean your data and all. So click on the database, SQL database, click on it. So that's where you will now, so let me show you how to do that. So go to query editor on the left. You can even see mirror database in Fabric. So for people that want to explore Fabric as well, you can also mirror. You can mirror Fabric database here, and you can also do it vice versa as well. You can do it vice versa as well. So put your password. Okay, allow IP. Hold on. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, scroll down. Allow IP. Yeah, allow your IP to access it. Click on OK. Then click on Save. Okay, so you can see now, just like the way you have your SQL server, right? Your SSMS on your local system. So the same thing you have here, you can run your query. If you go to the table, you will not see any table here at the moment because you don't have any data here. The same thing with views, store procedure, you will not see anything here at the moment. But it is always advisable that when you are dealing with something like this, just connect this. So I'm going to show you how to connect this Azure SQL database to your SSMS. So it's always easier to connect. And that is one thing about Microsoft. The fact that they are creating some solution on the cloud, you will not think that, oh, maybe the old one, they will make it redundant, or they will make it like you will not be able to use it again. No, I think what they always try to do is to integrate their product together to make sure that, oh, they will put some functions in the on-prem that will not be available on the on the cloud one, so that you will have to use it in one way or the other. Do you get? So that's one thing about. So everything that you know on your on-prem, you still see that, it's just an integration with the cloud environment. Okay, so now what we want to do now is that we want to move. I told you that in the data lake, you can't do any data cleaning. So we just want to do our own small data cleaning using Azure SQL Database. If you work with big organization, this might not be what they will use, to clean data. Probably that's when Databricks or Synapse comes in. Do you understand? Or any other, like any other cloud platform like AWS comes in, right? So now we want to move the data from our data lake into the Azure SQL Database here, right? Then we'll do some scripting, then go to Power BI. Yeah, so that's what we want to achieve. So now, Raman, let's go back to our ADF. Sorry guys, please be off for a minute. I'll catch up with you guys later. Sorry guys, can you hear me, Raman? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, just give me some seconds rather, like 1 minute.
All right.
Okay, so let's continue, Raman.
All right.
Okay, so now we are in ADF, right? So what we want to do is to move the data from to move all the data that we have inside our data lake and move it to SQL database, right? That's what we want to achieve. Okay, so let's create. So we're going to, just like the way we did when we are moving data from GitHub as well. So we'll just do the same. We'll follow almost the same process, right? Follow almost the same process. Okay, so let me just guide you to do that. So let's go to author. So under the author, let's go to dataset. So dataset. I hope every other person is following. Are we following? Vicky, Titi,
Yes, yes.
Maria. Yes. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so click on new data set. All right, so now our source data is coming from the Azure SQL Database, right? So search for our source data is coming from Data Lake rather. So search for ADLS, that's Data Lake Gen 2. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll do it when we are creating it. Continue. So let's just see. So you can use different just so that I don't want you to just be limited to CSV. And in most cases, it's better to save your data in a package file. But don't worry, maybe we'll talk about that one in another class so that I don't bore you much with so much explanation today. So rename that as okay, what should we call it now? Call it ADLS source data. I don't know the proper name, but just call it ADLS source data. Source DS, that's data set. So link service, you already have data, you already created the link service before, so we are not creating it again. So click on that. Okay, so your file path. So what's your file path? So your file path now should be go back to your container. Go to your container. Okay. So your container name, then your directory name, that should be the name. Directory name should be your bronze. Yeah. Just make sure that, please, for any other person, make sure that the spelling is correct. Please, if you use capital letter, use capital letter. If you use small letter, use small letter, so that you don't make mistake when you execute or when you are trying to debug. So Raman, go back. So Raman, I believe you want to check it. But I think you are right, but I always prefer to copy the name the way it is compared to writing it myself. Okay, so let's continue. Raman. Let's continue. The file name, right? The file name. So now let me explain something. Both you and Titi Lokwe, when you are bringing in data from your database, right? Now we cannot specify the file name here. Reason why are we not specifying it? Why don't we want to specify the file name here? Can anybody tell me or tell us why we don't want to specify any particular file name? Does anybody have an idea why we don't want to specify?
It's simply because we are ingesting more than one file.
Exactly. So the same process I expected that you also do when you are bringing it from your SQL database. So instead of you putting the file name here, you will not put the file name. Do you understand? So what we just do here is to create a parameter. Do you get? So the same thing you should do when you want to bring it from your SQL database. So you will not put that file name there because the file you want to bring in, you have multiple files you want to bring in here now. So click on OK. So click on OK. So now go to parameter. You can collapse these properties. Yeah. Okay. So go to parameter. So click it here. So call it. You can call it file name. File name. So string. Okay. Yeah. So go back to your connection. What do you call this file name? ADLS. What do you call it? Yes. That's not the name. That's not the name I said you should call it to. Now you know you have a lot of ADLS here, but it's fine. ADLS dataset 1. Okay, it's fine. So go to your file name now. Go to that your file name and add dynamic content. So click on that file name. Then click on OK. So so that's it. Scroll to your right. Scroll to your right. I want to show you something. Go to your right. Now click on preview data. Click on preview data in case you want to check the data. So you can see now. Now put one of the file name here. Any of the file name. Put any of the file name. You can see that you can preview the file name. I think agent.csv. It should be .csv. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, click on OK. So you should be able to view the data from here. You can see. So you can see that you can preview the data. So because you want to bring in multiple files, if you put in any other file name, you can also preview them to see how the data is being structured. Do you get? Okay, so cancel this one. So let's continue. Cancel it. Okay, so we have created the source data set, right? So now let's create the destination now, where we want to take it to. Do you understand? So click on new data set again. New data sets. Okay, so this time around, let me have source. Rama, I don't answer. Let other people answer. So where are we ingesting the data to? Another person. Rama should not answer. Thank you so much doing this. Just to be sure that we are following. Where are we ingesting the data to? What will be our source? Rama, hold on, don't do anything yet. What will be our destination now? Adibola, Titilope, Maria.
SQL.
Okay.
SQL Server.
SQL Server. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so so it is database, SQL database. So search for SQL database, Rama. SQL database. Yeah. Database. No. Database. Azure SQL database. You might need to put Azure there. Go to all. Yeah, okay. Scroll down. Yeah, Azure SQL database. If you put SQL Server, is another thing, and what you are referring to is the SQL Server on your on-prem. So you need to know the difference. If you search for SQL Server, you will see SQL Server is different from the one on the cloud. Do you understand? So if you can also ingest data from your data lake into your SQL Server on your on-prem. Do you understand? I hope everybody understand that. You can also take data from the cloud to the on-prem. You can do that as well. So you need to know the difference. So continue, Raman. So let's continue. Okay. So call it just call it sync dataset. Sync dataset. SINK. Sync dataset. DS. Yes. DS, yeah, dataset. Okay. So link service. We didn't create this link service before, so we need to create a new one now. So click on new. So let's create a link service. Okay. So the link service is to create a link between your ADF and your SQL database. Yeah. So that's what we want to do. So Azure SQL Database link service. When you are doing project, when you are doing real-time project, make sure that you give it a proper name so that you don't get confused. Because even the naming that you are putting alone can confuse you a lot. So make sure you give it a proper name. It's very, very important. So scroll down. So we are using the integration runtime, the auto resolve, because we are dealing with a cloud environment. So Azure subscription, select your Azure subscription. Come down and pick your Azure subscription. Yeah. Server name, drop down, that is server name. Database, select your database. Okay. Authentication mode, we are using SQL authentication, which is fine. Don't worry, leave that. Username, put your username. That's Rahman. Okay, password, your password. So you can also use Azure keywords. Actually, I think that's the one that you will see that most organizations use. I think they use this for more of like security purpose and all. So Azure keywords, but we won't be talking about that now. Maybe later on, when we want to do.
Please, can I see that name again? Please, the name, please.
Which name?
You should just go up with it, please. Okay.
Okay, you can scroll down. I think it's okay. Okay, so encrypted trust server certificates. Check that. So trust server certificates. Okay. Then let's test the connection. Test the connection. Okay, successful. So you can create. Okay, so I've created the link service. So let's continue the setup of that. So let's continue the setup. So table name. We are not going to put any table name. Reason being that we have more than one table that we want to put there. Do you understand? So we're not going to put any table name here. So click on OK as well. Click on OK.
What about this schema?
From connections to schema. No, leave the schema. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so go to your parameter. Go to your parameter. So because we have more than one tables we want to ingest, so click on new. You can call it table name. String as well. Okay, go back to your connection. Okay, table name, enter manually. Enter manually. Then go to the table name. Go to the table name. So hide dynamic content. Yeah, table, click on the table name. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you try to preview now, you will not see anything here because in your database, there's nothing there. So you can't preview, you can't see anything. Yeah, schema is yours. I hope you all know what schema is, right? Yeah, schema and table name. Okay, so we have done creating our source data set and the sync data set. So now let's start creating the pipeline. So now let's go back to go up. So let's create a pipeline. So new pipeline. So you can call your pipeline copy data from ADLS to SQL database or whatever. Okay, yeah, thank you. Close the properties. Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you. So now what we want to achieve now is that, we want to copy all the data from the ADLS, right? The tables and everything. So now we are going to be using the get metadata to achieve that, because we want to copy the what get metadata does for you is to get the schema of the table or of the item you want to copy. So, right, so that's the reason why you want to achieve that. So click on, go to your activity. So search for get metadata. Okay, so go to the settings. So now we need to create another file, another data set. We need to create another data set. So click on that plus sign. Yeah. So click on the data lake gen 2. Yeah, continue. What's happening? Okay. So let's call this one, what should we call it to? Just call it I don't even know what we should call it now. Just call it child or folder item. Just call it folder item. Just call it folder item. Because what we want to do is to extract all the item inside the folder, right? That's what we want to achieve there. Yeah, just call it folder item. So link service, the same link service, ADLS. Yeah. Okay. Your file path, that's your landing, then bronze. The file name, leave it. You will not pick anything there. Just click on OK. Okay, so in this, see, come here where we have field list, where we have this field list. Click on the new, on that field list, new. Yeah, the square bracket, the rectangle. Click on it. Yeah, drop down. The drop down. No, the drop down. So click on the child item. The child item. So whatever is inside the folder, that's what we want to pick. Okay, and that will help you to list all the items inside the folder for you. So that's what the get metadata. So the get metadata is just going inside the folder. It's going to store your data lake. Then it enter inside the directory. It look at all the file there, which is the child item. So that's what the get metadata is doing for you. So now under the activity, search for each. For each. So drag for each here. Yeah. I believe we all know what for each is doing. For each is just like loop, right? It's going to iterate all the item in the get metadata, right? So connect the get metadata to the for each on sources. Okay, so click on the for each. Click on that for each. Okay, so go to settings of it. Go to settings of it. Okay, so go to item. Add dynamic content. Okay, so click on get metadata child item. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so click on OK. So we are getting the items, the schemas. So when we say schemas, it's just all the tables that we have in our data lake, right? So it's getting all the tables, the structure of everything. That is what the get metadata is doing. And in the for each, is going to iterate it one after the other, right? So that's what is happening there. Okay, so now let's go inside the for each now. So go inside the for each. So click on that pencil icon here. So now go hard copy data inside it. Okay, so copy data. Okay, so click on the source. So our source data set, that's the ADLS one. Okay, yeah. Dataset one. So the file name, click on that value. So our dynamic content for each. Then, okay, so say hold on. Dot name, put dot name there. Just edit the dot name. Okay, click on OK. Click on OK.
Like this?
No, it's okay. Dot name, yeah, it's okay like that. Don't worry. All right. So let's go to the sync. The sync. Sync is just the destination, right? Your sync is what? Sync data. Yeah. Okay. Sync data set. Yeah. Okay. So click on that value, the table name value. Add dynamic content. So for this one, hold on. For this one, just to avoid error, let me. I think I will need to send you a code for that one. Just hold on. Do I have this code written? Because that one, because of the way the file name is, some of them are written .csv, and we want to make sure that it is properly formatted. So let me copy this code, line of code for you. Please, I hope every other person is following. I hope you're all following. Hamed, Maria, Titilope. I hope you're all following. So copy that code that I share with you, Raman. So I will explain. So what this is doing is that go to your data lake. Let me explain what this is doing. Go to your data lake. No, go to your resource group. From your resource group, that's when you will be able to access your data lake. So I want to show you what that line of code is doing so that everybody will understand, not just pasting code and you don't understand what the code is doing. If you have any question, please, you can ask questions. Then. Raman, please refresh this your page. What's happening now? Why is it doing? I just want to show you because I just wanted to understand that code, right? So that you understand what we are doing there. Okay. So go to your storage account. Yeah, bronze. Click on bronze. Yeah. So now you look at it, right? You see the way the date table is. We have date.csv, incident.csv, renewal.csv, right? And in some cases too, right? You might even have maybe, okay, let's just say, so what we are trying to do is that we want to remove this .csv. We want to remove it because SQL is not a CSV file. I hope you understand. So we want to remove this .csv. So that's exactly what we are trying to achieve in that line of code. That is why it's different from what we did earlier. So can you go back to your ADF? Go back to your. So I hope you understand now. We want to remove this .csv and just maintain the table name. So that is what we are trying to do. You see that we say at replace split item.name. Normally we should have stopped at item.name. That's what we should have stopped at. But because we want to remove that .csv. So that's why you see dot here. Then these are just the line of code I would normally write. Or this one I did not know. I generated with AI anyway, so and it's correct. So in case you ask me that, but if you take it to AI, it will explain what it's just replacing. I think 0 is just to give you the number of or where to start counting the numbers from. That's what the 0 means. Then hyphen, is it hyphen? No, this is a dash. So replacing it with underscore, whatever, if you have underscore, right? So that's what we're trying to do here. Okay. So that's that. So click on OK. Click on OK, Raman. I'm coming now. Let me see. Okay. So that's remove that from that. So let's scroll down. I think we are done, actually. We are done. We just need to. Oh, no. Before you go back, before you do that. Okay. I want to do something. Okay, so yeah, let's go on. Let's debug. Let's debug. You can go outside the for each and let's debug. Okay, so let's debug.
Excuse me. What does that add trigger do? One beside the bug.
Add trigger. I want Maria to explain it to us. Maria, what does that trigger does for us? Maria, what does that trigger does for us or do for us? Anything? Is Maria still on the call?
Hello.
Hello, Maria. Good
Hello.
afternoon. Hello, we can hear you. Good afternoon.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
What the trigger does for us?
Yes.
The trigger is to move the data through the pipeline at a specified time that you have set.
Okay. Do you understand what she explained?
No, not really. I did not.
Maria, she did not understand you. He did not understand you. So explain to him to understand.
Trigger. Okay, let me do it in layman. Let me use basic analogy. Trigger is an anonymous to, let's say, stopwatch. Let me use that. So at every point in time, at intervals that you have set, the trigger is to take initiate the pipeline to move data from the source that's where you're getting the data from, to the sink, that's your destination. So at every point in time, trigger will move that data. So if there are new set of data in that your source, it would trigger at that time, the process will run, and then you have that new data in your target destination at a specific time.
Okay, got that. Thank you.
Do you understand, Adele? Do you understand
Yes,
what she
yes, I do. Yes, I
Oh,
do
yeah,
now.
explain,
Thank you.
explain what she explained. Let me understand from your own perspective, from
Yes.
your own understanding.
Yeah, from my understanding, she said add trigger. Whenever you add trigger, it moves from one destination to another destination at a particular time. That is, you want if there's a new data coming in, it's going to move it to the main source. Yeah, at a particular time that you set it.
Yeah, that's just like a schedule, like you're scheduling something. Do you understand? When you schedule something, you say, oh, once it is 5 a.m., trigger this pipeline for me. Do you understand? Or once, maybe normally every day I wake up by 4 a.m. So once it is 4 a.m., my phone alarm is going to sound. That's like a trigger. You already set an alarm that, okay, once it is 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., please do this thing for me. Do you understand? So trigger 2 does the same thing, because the pipeline will not run. Raman, hold on, don't scatter everything. No, hold on. I'm aware of your challenge. Don't worry, we'll go through it. I'm aware. So trigger is just like, do something automatically for you, so you don't have to do it manually. Do you understand? So that's what trigger does. So yeah. So now if you look at the pipeline that we are going through now, there is a failure, right? There's a failure, which I'm actually aware of, and I actually want us to actually experience it anyway, so that, for learning purpose. Raman, what was the error? And I think you have seen that you have been trying to figure it out. What's the issue?
So the error, from the error message, it says the error occur at the sync data set, I guess, and also it is simply because it cannot access the destination table.
So what does that mean? What do you understand by that? That it cannot access the destination table. What does that mean?
If it cannot access the destination table, it might be because I don't know, I can't say for sure.
Anybody that want to assist it, what does it mean?
Sorry, I just want to ask, is there at any point where we have maybe like a password? Did we input it at some point that might be blocking access?
Yeah, I think maybe the table name is wrong.
No, I like the way you guys are. Anyway, it's good. I like the way the table name is wrong. Someone said password is not correctly. Another person, Titi Lope, what do you think the issue is? I hope Titi Lope is still with us. Titi Lope, are you still with us? Isaiah, Isaiah, I've not heard anything from you today. Isaiah, are you with us? Ahmed, are you with us? I hope you guys are not just joining to just join and go and eat amala. Okay, so Vicky, you are close.
It's the table product. It's the product table.
Okay, yeah, you guys are almost, you are close actually. You are close. Vicky, I think Vicky is very close. Yeah, she's mentioned that the table name is wrong, and yeah, what it means is that the table does not exist. Cannot access the destination table because you have not even created any table in your destination. Do you understand? So in the pipeline, we need to configure something in the pipeline. So go back to that pipeline, to that copy data, Raman. Go back to that copy data. So there's something we need to set up there. So because the table does not exist actually, so we need to click on that pencil icon here. So go back to your sync because that's where the problem is. Yeah, scroll down, so down. So where you see this table option, use existing, means that if the table exists. So if the table does not exist, you use what? Auto create table. So use auto create table. Yeah, let's debug again now. So please, if you have any question while we are debugging, let's see how we can answer that. Okay, I think everything is successful now, right?
Yeah, I succeeded.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So now let's just give me a minute. So let's go to our database now, our SQL database. Okay, so refresh the database. Yeah, just click on that refresh, or you will have seen the table to yourself. Yeah, so you can see all the tables. So your transaction table is not here. So it's because you did not put that transaction inside that directory. So make sure you when next you are ingesting data, put it inside that directory so that everything will come in here at once. So let's do select all from whatever. Just to select all from, just to preview your agent or any of the table. Okay, so you can see your data and you can run your query and all. So we are 50%. We have achieved 50% of what we want to achieve today. So now let me show you how to connect this to your SSMS. Then you can do some. I will just send some scripts to you, just to do your data cleaning. Or I will just send the script to do your data cleaning. I believe everybody knows SQL. Or is there anybody on this call that doesn't know SQL? I believe everybody knows SQL. So I will send the script to you. You can do your data cleaning. Then I'll also show you how to connect to Power BI directly. So if you have a new data, you want to update your data, you want to create your report and all, so you can do that. So open your SSMS, Raman. So let's just connect to SSMS. So you see that any updates you made on your SSMS is going to be it's going to reflect on your cloud environment automatically. It's going to reflect there. Maria, okay, your hand is up. Raman, hold on. Let me answer Maria first.
Please, if we query this database, are we being charged for it, or is just the storage?
They charge you. They charge you for query. It's not the storage. It's not just the storage alone. They charge you for query as well.
So each query you run, they will charge you. How much do you know?
More. I think it's about $0.15 or yeah. But I don't know whether I think it's per query or sometimes per hour or something. Yeah, I think sometimes per hour or per some. I know if you are using Synapse is per query, especially when you are using dedicated pool, it's per query. So that one is even more expensive than this one. This one is still okay. So now let's connect it now. So click on that your that connect plug, the first plug. The first no. Okay. I think that works. It's fine. It works. So we need to go and copy our server name, right? So let's go back to the Azure platform. Okay, let's copy the server name. Go to overview. Is it here or go to server? Go click on overview. Let's see. No, not down. Click on overview.
I think the server, you just put self-secure server.
No. It won't work like that.
Okay.
It won't work like that. Yeah. So copy this. Yes. Okay, so replace that with that link. Yeah. So authentication is SQL Raman. Your password, the same password that you use on the cloud. Okay. Still the same. Okay. Connect. All right. So you can see now. You will now have access to. You can access the database from your SSMS, right? And you can do your data cleaning. So let me just send some scripts to you. So let's just do some cleaning and let's see how it's going to reflect on the cloud. So which of the database are you using? Collapse this one. I think you have different collapse that one. Maria, your hand is up.
Yes,
Maria.
similar question. Yes. It's still related to my last question. You mentioned that we can query the data SQL. We can also query the database from here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So either way, is the charge the same?
It's the same.
Either way, because the computing, Azure is doing the computing. Azure is doing the computing.
Exactly. Azure is the one doing the computing. Your SSMS is just like, how will I say it now? It's just like say you have a camera, right? You have a camera and you want to use different studio to go and take a picture. You can use Studio A. It's still the same camera you use to take the picture. If you go to Studio B2, it's still the same camera you use to. So exactly what is happening here. The engine is on the Azure, but where you are just running it is your SSMS, or you can still use your cloud to also run it as well. It doesn't change anything. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Your hand is up again. Do you have any other question?
Lago is network lag, nothing.
Okay. So let me see the table that Raman have. Let me just share some scripts with you guys. Okay, I think you have agent customer. So you can do your select. Do select from whatever. Let's see the tables. Run it from here. Yeah. So yeah, so you can see now that you can see it. You can run your table directly from here. You can run your data table, and anything you do, right? Anything you do here, you did here, is going to reflect on the cloud as well. And if you do anything on the cloud as well, it's going to reflect here. It's not like you are doing different. This guy is not here. Idris is the one that is asking. Not here today. Anyway, so it's not like you are doing anything different, right? It's the same thing, whether you query it from the cloud or you do it from here. But most of the time, it's always advisable that it's most convenient to even use SSMS to achieve it compared to using the cloud environment. So let's just do one or two transformation. So let me look. I think I have some scripts here. I think maybe the customer. So I will just send these scripts to you. Okay, let me just copy everything here and just. If you need the scripts, I can share the script with you guys. later on. So let me just drop these in the charts. We'll just do one or two. So if you want to do your cleaning, you can proceed and do your cleaning later. So just copy. I sent a script, and just copy that script. So we'll do, yeah, just copy what I sent. I'll explain what that does. Have you copied it? Raman, have you copied it?
Yes, I have. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see it now. You might need to do some editing here. Scroll up, scroll up.
Here it is.
Okay. Select all from dev as customer. Then I'm coming. A bit. So make sure you pick, you change the masters to your database. Change that masters to the database that we want to use. Change the masters, change that masters at the top on your left to the database that we want to use.
I've done it.
Okay.
I've changed it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So select all from customer. So you might need to do some editing here because you might need to do some editing here. So just remove where you have dev. So just remove where you have dev, yeah. So normally, so let me just explain something before you run. So you don't, when you want to clean data like this, or when you want to update data, you don't update on the defaults on this default one. So what I always advise to do is that you create another schema. So that's why you see that I use dev to update my data. I didn't use the DBO, right? So you create a new schema. You move all those DBO to dev or copy. Sorry, you copy them or let's say clone them, right? You move them to the dev. Then you do your cleaning on the dev, so that if you made a mistake, you can always go back to your DBO. So I hope you understand. So that's it. So let's just do this one, Sha. Don't worry. You can always go over it again. And so before you run it, let's even see the table before you run the query, the code. So let's see the table itself. No, don't worry. Go back to the other one. You can just highlight, scroll up, just scroll up. And just do select all from the DBO. So this is the table. This is how the table looks like. Then we have some SQL scripts, standardize the name and city, casting, trim spaces. So these are the things that we want to achieve with these scripts, right? So it says set full name equals to trimming the name, blah, blah, all this stuff like that. We want to capitalize the city name. You can say Ibadan. We have small letter in this Ibadan. So we want to capitalize it, make sure that the first name start with capital letter and all, right? Scroll down. Let me look at some of the things that I put in the script as well. All this thing is just, it's not like a compulsory things you have to do, but just in case if it is a requirement from your business owner and you want to do your transformation with SQL. So scroll down. Let me see the script part. Okay, Maria. Okay, your hand is up, Maria. Your hand is up, Maria. Please go on.
No. Finish this part. Is a different, like a business question that I want to ask. Just finish this part.
Okay. Scroll up. So, Raman, are you sure you have? Because if you execute this query, it might throw an error. Make sure that you have removed everywhere you have dev. See this place. Okay. DBO. Scroll down. This place too. There's dev. Yeah. DBO. Yeah.
Do control F. It's like control F works SSMS. I think it should do control F.
Control F. What does that do? What does that do?
Normal search, normal
Okay.
find and replace.
Okay. Is it find and replace or what?
This one is only fine.
Yeah, see it by the corner. See it at the pop up here at this corner. There's find and there's replace.
It's only, is that, do we have find and replace? And that should be Control
Yes,
H.
there's find. It's the same. It's the same pop up. Check the.
Press Control H first. H. I think that
Check
should
these
be
icons. That it. Press the icons. It should. One of those icons are replaced. Not the close. Check these ones underneath.
Okay.
I use Control H
Okay,
now.
okay.
Control H. Okay. Control H. Find and replace. Yeah. So just press where you have the video. Yeah. Okay. So you can just execute the code. If you want to go over, I've explained some of the things that I did here, why we do something. So just go over the comments. Could not find stop procedure DB. Which one is that one again? You know what? You might have to run it.
There is a procedure in this script. Do we have the procedure already in his database?
No, he has to create the stored procedure.
I'm not sure I wrote any stop procedure here. In the SQL there's stop procedure. You know what? Just
I think so.
That's what the error is saying.
One after the other. I believe it's not, you don't have to run it at the same time. Just run it one after the other first, like each line. Update, yeah, just do that one first. Okay. Then do the other one like that. So wherever you have problem,
How money they go?
Abba, calm down. No, I am money.
That's what they go pay me. That's what they go pay me. Now we are not upgrade. Now the thing go to touch my chest.
You'll be working. You know, they say that when you are eating visitors' food, I mean, when it is not your own, you will not.
Free food, sweet.
You people sweet. People sweet, yeah.
I don't check cost analysis reach 20 times this morning. Only this morning I don't check and reach 20 times.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see that there's not even a problem. I don't know why it's showing an error initially. So if you anything that you did here, if you go back to your cloud, check it, you see that the updates will reflect there as well. So just in case maybe you are not good with SQL yet, right? I want to do some cleaning. I have some scripts I can for some of the tables that I've cleaned that need cleaning. Yeah, I can share the script with you so you can just to explore how. So you can document the project properly, right? You can document the project properly, do it in the proper way, put it on your GitHub. You might not know. Someone might just say that, oh, which portfolio, which project have you done with Azure SQL before? It is something that you can showcase. Do you understand? So make sure that you document your work from the beginning to the end, show your scripting, show what you cleaned, how the data, how you solve the problem. I believe there's a case study that I gave to you guys already. Just follow the case study. If you want to create dashboard, I know a lot of us here know how to create dashboard already. So I'm not going to be creating dashboard with us. So, create your dashboard, push your work outside there. You can even put it on LinkedIn and any platform, Twitter, just to see that, okay, at least for the past 4 months, this is what you do, this is what you did. And so
please, the case study, please, are you going to resend it? I can't find it. I can't find the case study.
Okay, I will. I think it's a link I shared, so I will share the link. So you can see.
I thought everything you did in the SSM whatever SQL is supposed to show automatically in the Azure query thing.
Yes, show reflect.
Yes.
Oh, are you expecting the code to show? Are you
Yeah,
expecting the code
everything.
to show there?
Yeah, what it is.
No, nah, no. The code will not show. You can save. The code will not show. It is what you did. It is the let me say the underhood or what the cleaning that you did is what we showed there. You know, how they to say this thing? The editing parts. You will not show the work. Yeah, so you won't see the scripts there. Do you understand? You won't see the scripts unless you want to upload. I'm not sure there's a way to upload scripts, but you won't see the scripts. So the script is here, but you will see that the data is clean already. That's what you will see on the Azure. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, because of time, I won't be able to clean all the tables. But if you want me to share the scripts that I have, I can share all the scripts for all the tables that I feel like is necessary for you. So I can share the scripts with you just to document something. But please don't read scripts. I think even some of the scripts I already put, there's a comment there so that you understand what each of the scripts is doing. So please try to understand the scripts and what they are doing. Do you understand? Not just copy scripts and paste and think you have done project. Understand the script yourself. Or you can even do it yourself as well. You don't need to use my own scripts. Or if you need my scripts, it's available to be shared with everybody. Okay, so let's connect to Power BI. So how do we connect to Power BI? So Raman, I believe you have Power BI, right? So let me just show you how. It's the same process anyway. It's not hard. Just the same way you connect to SSMS, the same way you connect to Power BI as well. So, but let's just do it. Let's make sure that we do it as well. So let's connect to Power BI. Maria, your hand is still up. I believe. Have I answered your question, or you still have a question? Okay. I thought you said.
My hand has been paining me since.
No verse.
Okay, no, I want to. Why this Power BI is setting up? I just want to ask, like, other data engineers, the experienced people can also answer me as well. So we moved data from SQL Server, local SQL Server, which we considered our data lake, into Azure SQL Database. And now we are doing the data cleaning, like a direct replacement, like the updates we did in the database. So that SQL database on Azure is considered our data warehouse ready for analytics, right? So does it make business sense? I don't know if it's a real life scenario. Does it make business sense to? Is there a possibility to still have your lake in Azure and still have another database for your analytics still on Azure, both of them sitting on Azure? Does it make any business sense? Or how does it happen in real life, like people that work in engineering?
Okay, so maybe before I allow other people to contribute, one thing that I'll first ask you is that, do you understand what is OLTP system and what is OLAP system?
Yes.
Okay, so what is OLTP? You understand what OLTP system is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Transactional database.
Database.
It's more like raw. The way it is coming from IoT, raw, the way just the same thing.
Yeah. So in my own perspective, right, like I said, if you are working with a small data, you're working with a small data and you want to automate your work, what we have done is not, I feel like it's okay for a small business. But when you are working with a big organization, right, what we are doing now, it's not scalable. It's not like it doesn't make sense, but it's not scalable. That just
from which aspect? When you say it's not scalable, is it from storing in local and then moving up to which?
No. That's not the scalable part. The scalable part is the transformation part. Do you understand? The scalable
Okay.
part is not the movement of data. The movement of data that we have done is how you will find data movement in most projects. Do you understand? And in most businesses. Do you understand? But where it is not scalable is the transformation part. Because imagine you having 500 millions of data, right, in your data lake, and you want to use SQL to clean it. You can spend hours, 3 hours to run a query. Do you understand? So it's not scalable, it's not efficient using SQL to do your data transformation. But I don't know, maybe Adebola or Musili, I think they also have experience with is Adebola still on the call? Adebola, I don't know, maybe you might just want to add 1 or 2 things to our question.
You've actually answered the questions. As you've said, SQL is not the best thing to to transform your data in terms of cleaning and the likes. You want to enrich, you want to do a lot of other things. That's why we also have some other transformation tools like DBT and the likes that can help you with transformation or large scaling. So it's just this is for personal projects and things like that. But it's for big companies, large companies. Of course, they will have transformation tools like that to clean their database. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Maria.
can we have in between migration from local SQL server to Azure? Can we have a transformation step in between?
Most time that I know of, right, for large organization, they may basically do ELT process rather than doing ETL. So what you just mentioned now is like extract, you transform, and then you load. However, in big companies, they actually do ELT most of the time. So they extract it, they load it first to the warehouse. So it's like from your destination, and they now use all those transformation tools to now clean and transform all their data. Do you get? So they basically do ELT most of the time rather
Thank
than
you.
ETL.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Adebola. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's quickly, we're almost done. Let's just quickly wrap up. Raman, click on get data. Click on get data. Go to more. Okay, so click on Azure. Okay, so let's use Azure SQL Database. So just do window V. Just do window V so that you just do window V, so you don't go back to Azure again. Just go do window V. So the same that we use to connect to SSMS, the same thing we use here. So you can either do direct query if you want a fast, this thing, you can use a direct query. But if you want import mode, you want to ingest data into Power BI, so you can do that. So database is optional. Let's leave the database. Just click on OK. Let's use database. Use database for your credential. Username, that's Raman. Then password. So we have done end-to-end, from GitHub, database, your normal, whatever. I've done end-to-end into Power BI. So this how what the data engineer does is to just give you the link, the URL to connect to your database. So then you connect, pick your tables that you want, do your data modeling, your star schema or your snowflake schema, whatever. You do that, and you create your reports. So that's the hand-to-hand, like the fundamental of Azure engineering to Power BI and all. So you can now start creating your your dashboard and all. You can, if you also want to do your data cleaning, the data is not well cleaned at the moment, but by the time you clean it, even if there's a new data, it will be automatically updated because you are connecting to a live database. Do you understand? So if you want to do transformation, you can do your transformation. If you want to load, you can load your table. And so I think this is where we are going to be dropping the curtain for our Azure SQL Database Fundamental. So the next class is just going to be a brief introduction to Fabric. So it's either we have I think it's most likely we have a class on Wednesday. So it's either Wednesday or Saturday, but I think I'm looking at Wednesday, if that's convenient for everybody. Yeah. So so this is where we will be stopping the Azure SQL Database. But okay, don't worry. I'll pass the next information in our next class, which will happen on Wednesday. So for us, yeah. So any question? We have just a few minutes left. Any question? Any question? Titi Lokwe, Maria, Mostly, Vicky, Abdurrahman. Do you have any question?
Ebola, I'm sorry, I said Ebola. For
Yes.
can you hear me? So to
Yeah.
bring in the transaction table now. Well, I mean, I hope it's when I run the pipeline, I hope it's also bring in the rest of the tables in order not to have duplicate tables in the database.
No, just change your directory now. Change your directory. Rest of the table. What do you mean by rest of the table?
I mean the rest of the tables in the files in the directory. When I finally I will have to bring everything in that directory. Okay. Don't worry. I know what to do.
What you need to do, what you need for the sake of other people, what you need to do is that you can delete the record that you have in your database or in your pipeline. I think there's something called overwrites. There's something called overwrites or append, because when there's a new data coming in, you don't have to be deleting your database every time now. So it's either you append or you overwrite. Do you understand? There's different ways you can go about it. And also, please, I would like to encourage you, everybody. I remember when I started doing all these things, a lot of times I encountered a lot of errors that we are not facing. The reason why we are not facing a lot of errors in this class is because I've done it before. And sometimes it took me hours, days to figure out some issues. Even the one that we just did that we spent, I was telling you that it's because it exists. I think the day I was doing it, I took about 3 hours to even understand that, because I had to go and use auto-create instead of picking the existing. So sometimes when you are doing it by yourself, you will have a lot of issues. What I would say you should do is that don't stop learning because you encounter an issue. Because I remember when I started learning it, so I have some issues and I had to abandon it. But because of the zeal to learn, I had to come back maybe after some months when my head had reset and I feel like, you are playing with your life. So go back again and go back and learn. So you will have some issues, a lot of issues while you are learning it. Pipeline is not running properly. You are trying to ingest, it's not working. What you can do is that check YouTube for some reference video or use your AI. Some of the time, just the errors that you have, take the error, put it into ChatGPT or Copilot or any AI. Tell, this is what you want to achieve. It's going to guide you, and you can also learn from it. When you are also putting those errors, tell him to explain what the error is all about. Don't just solve a problem. understand what the problem is. Oh, okay, what is this error? Do you understand? Tell me, guide me on, okay, I'm I always tell ChatGPT or any AI, I'm a beginner, I don't know anything, so that it will not be assuming a lot, because sometimes when you are not prompting AI the right way, it will assume that you are a professional, and some things that you're supposed to highlight for you as a beginner, it will not highlight it for you. So if you say, oh, just give me, I'll have this error, you will assume that you're a professional. But sometimes I always say, I'm a beginner, I don't know anything, I don't know this thing. You will, okay, you will not say, okay, it's fine, you're a beginner. You will not break it down for you. Maybe a step you need to, it doesn't need to, you will assume that you're a professional before. You will not miss it. It will tell you, okay, this is what you need to do first. This is the second thing that you need to do. It will give you a step guide to it. Do you understand? So please, let's also try to, make use of AI to guide us, when you have a problem. And if you have used AI, you have used ChatGPT, I think the last things to use is human being. Reach out to people that that have done it before or have experience, instead of spending 3 hours writing using AI or watching YouTube. It is something that someone else can easily do. Oh, this is the problem now, and in less than 3 minutes or 5 minutes, you are solved. But if you just keep it to yourself and think that, oh, you abandon it, you will not still know it. So please, I'm trying to encourage us that we should try to, use different platforms to learn more about these things, right? So, any other question? Raman, Musili, Isaiah, Adibola, and Titilo. Any other questions from anyone of us? Any question? Okay.
I don't have a question. I'll have to watch a lot of things.
All right. So, okay. So by God's grace, we'll meet on Wednesday, or if you cannot meet on Wednesday, we'll meet on Saturday. But I will communicate to us. So we just look at introduction to Fabric. I know a lot of us here know Fabric already, so maybe just few of us. So I might not really be expecting much people. But please, if you can join, just join, because we might need your support to, some areas that I might not be good at, just to support every other person, even if you know it. Please, let's join just to support one another. Okay, if there is no other question, I want to share. I was thinking that I did not record this session. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week, by God's grace. If you have any issues.
Sorry, follow up, please, before you go, all the links to the video, I beg, send it again.
You will pay me money.
With the link, with the date. I know I missed Wednesday.
You will pay me money to send it, actually. I will collect them.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
I see you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.